Welcome back again, Media Market, September 17, 2025. Shout out my mom and grandma birthday today. It's a special episode because each and every week, obviously, we do What's the Line podcast. So I'll get into that with the boys. My guys are here. Mike Curry once again. My guy Soundman Omatic making his debut on the stream. This wouldn't be possible without Soundman Omatic. Getting to you guys right in a second, but to start with the deal of the day, I think tomorrow's National Burger Day. I think that's what I saw. Give me 1 second. We're here, Media Markets Live. We're going to talk What's the Line podcast, the latest on the spreads and play props as well. We got a team ride on a anytime touchdown score that we want to give out as well. But yes, September 18th, deal of the day here. National Cheeseburger Day is September 18th. There are a ton of places you can get a cheeseburger for a very good value. Let me see here. Burger King, free bacon cheeseburger with any $1 purchase. I don't really know Dairy Queen. But McDonald's, 50-cent double cheeseburgers on September 18th. Wendy's, 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger with any purchase. So those are a few things. National Burger Day. We got Burger King, free bacon cheeseburger with a $1 purchase. McDonald's, 50-cent double cheeseburgers for National Burger Day, and Wendy's has a 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger with any purchase. That is National Burger Day here at Media Markets. Deal of the day. But yes, we want to get right into it, man. What's the line? We're back. Handy Up Consulting presents What's the Line podcast here on Media Market Stream. I'm with the guys. I'm your host, Media Markets, with my guy Mike Curry. Once again, how you feeling, Mike?
I'm doing good, man. Like I was just telling Sal, man, trying to get reacclimated to East Coast time, man. But we here, man. We got business to take care of, man. Things to discuss, man. So we here, man. Let's get it.
Yes, yes, sir. Fresh off the red eye. Shout out my guy Mike Curry, man. That's we were just talking about that flight. I love that flight. I know I got Rome. He's on a flight now, I believe, but he also loves that flight, the red eye from the West Coast back to the East. Soundman, making your debut here on the stream. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Long time no see. Jokingly, but yeah, it feels good to be to make the debut here on a good, the 2025 situation you got going over here, man. Seeing what you got going on, man. Good stuff. Happy to join in and contribute to the co-op, man. But I don't know what season this is or what's the line, man. But damn it, we're back, man. It's been a long time, man. We're back, man. Ready to go. I'll say it from Rome since you're not here, man. Ready to go, man.
Ready to go. It is season 7 here at What's the Line podcast. We're keeping it going, man. All the good bets. Shout out the bets that lost as well, because we learned some. I certainly learned something from it. So, and I'm thinking I was telling Mike Curry, I like a lot of bets right now on the spread, and I'm hoping Kawhi's not laughing at me at the end of this week. But yeah, it's a lot of things going on. Thursday night football is where we're going to start off, gentlemen. You got the Dolphins at the Bills. Bills favored by 11.5 points. Total is 50. Dolphins, Mike McDaniel, 13-7 against spread in division games. 7-12 against the spread as a road dog. Bills since 2018, they are 44-37-3 against the spread after a win. 23-20-2 against the spread in division games. Soundman, I'm starting with you. This is your guy, Josh Allen. So tell me how you feel about this game and the spread, double digits, 11.5.
I'm very, 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 very upset about this game. I have nothing for it, right? We've got two teams. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say, a team is just packing it in off the week 2, but the Dolphins are just terrible. Like they're really, really, really bad. And the Bills, I wouldn't say really, really good. It's only been 2 weeks. Defense played piss poor in my opinion against, one of the better teams in the AFC, and then you go and handle your division opponent and what you're supposed to do. But I think they're just really good after I say all that. But I'm not saying they're really good. I am going to say they're really good. That said, I don't think this is going to be that typical Bills Dolphins game. Typically, Dolphins would give anybody in their division, not anybody, but you would look up and you see the Dolphins play someone, and they're like, why the hell are the Dolphins in this game? Oh, it's a divisional game. I don't think this is that type of divisional game this year, not on this short week, especially, it seems like everyone's in the hot seat there in Miami. Yes, they probably should have something to play for. I don't think that matters none this week. I saw something about the Dolphins defense that they're giving up like a first down like 75% of the time. Some crazy stat about how these offenses are just easily, converting on whatever downs to get a first down here. And I think that plays well into this type of offense the Bills like to do, which is kind of like we're going to control the clock, keep away if we need to. Obviously, we saw them last week. You didn't need Josh Allen to do too much, just kind of run the ball, run the clock out. I think that's the same type of game that happens this week. Defense gets after Tua, and let's just have another bad outing for the Dolphins. I have a Dolphins fan here right now. I hope our ears are closed. But as far as the spread, that's you know, um, shit, man. I know someone that's on it. I'm probably not going to be on it, but I wouldn't be shocked if this is yet another 30-3 type of blowout for the divisional foes here. So I mean, if we're still doing leans and all that, what are we doing here in season 7? All right, cool.
Same thing. What do you lean?
All right, just want to make sure I'm not jumping out there. If I had to lean, I would definitely lean for them to cover here, just because I'm pro Bills. I do have a future for the Bills to win the Super Bowl as well, so I'm leaning Bills here with the points. If that's what we're doing.
All right, what odds you get on that for the Bills to win the Super Bowl?
I could find. I think it was. I had FanDuel up because I was just placing
Give
a
us a
bet.
range. Give us a range.
I forgot what it was. It's right here
Plus
though.
1,000, plus 600,
Plus 750.
400.
Plus 7. Plus
I was
750.
gonna guess plus 800.
Plus 750 is what I took on August 26th. So it's real.
All right, there we go. All right, Soundman got a future on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. Any of those futures you can always throw out here, baby. At What's the Line podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, quickly, I just lean with the Dolphins. This is a big ass number, 11.5 on a short week Thursday in division. It's a lot of points. Talked about Mike McDaniel, 13-7 against the spread in division games. Maybe this is his spot. He can cover here. I won't be betting on the Dolphins, but if anything, I wouldn't tease the Dolphins. So, but I just lean that way. If I had to bet, I would take the 11.5 points with the underdog. But Mike, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I'm leaning Bills. I just don't really have nothing for the Dolphins. I feel like the expectations are already low for them coming into this season. And then, the way they just lost on Sunday to the Patriots on the Antonio Gibson kick return or whatever, like that's just I feel like it's like, damn, now we got to go play the Bills. Like, I feel like that's the vibe for them early. And it's crazy because it's only week 3, but they just I don't know. I think it's over for this regime, Mike McDaniel. I think it's over. Could they cover? Sure. I don't really expect them to cover. I see the Bills probably getting out of here like 30-10 or something like that. Like I just think it's really clipped for the Dolphins. Like it's just the morale isn't good, man. It's not good, and I think that matters. And then you're going on the road on a short week. You're like, I mean, they should be up for this game, but they're just I don't know. I'm not really rocking with the Dolphins. I'm really not. But I lean Bills though. I lean Bills.
Yeah, depending on the weather, right? Because the weather's big, which is Miami Dolphins team. It could be getting chilly and rainy in Buffalo, so that could matter as well. But if it's a lovely night, I do wonder about this Bills defense because in week 1 we saw they gave up a ton, right? Against the Ravens, though, Lamar Jackson, that's a different tier of offense. But last week they played the Jets. Justin Fields is out. It's a mess. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to make of that. So I do want to see something from this Bills defense. And yeah, I do want to see that weather as well in Buffalo. All right. What do we got here next? Packers and Browns. Packers -7 at the Browns. This Packers team coming off that Thursday night wins, and it'll be 10 days since they played. But they are 41-30 against the spread after a win under head coach Matt LaFleur. They're also 43-30 against the spread non-division games under LaFleur. Browns, Kevin Stefanski. The best thing I got on him, 14-13-1 against the spread versus the NFC, 7-9 against the spread the home dog. Mike, what are your thoughts on this? I feel like you kind of got some love for both of these coaches.
Now, Kevin Stefanski, he's cool. I just think the roster just isn't good enough. But I do like him as a coach. Matt LaFleur, I'm definitely a big fan of his. They're on the road this week. I feel like this fits like what their style of play fits right into this. Like let's go to Cleveland, let's run the football, let's play some defense, and let's get up out of here, man. I don't see this game being a high scoring game, but I see the Packers just getting out of here. If I had to lean, I probably would still lean Packers, but I don't know how much margin they'll get in this game, and they should smack the Browns, but you just never know on the road. But I do lean Packers, man. Like I said, they'll be able to run the football. They'll play defense. They play a lot of zone. They like to force you in the third and long and get after your quarterback. I see them being able to do that against Cleveland. So I'm going to lean Packers.
Yeah, I lean Packers as well. And I would say that I might look to play Micah Parsons to get a sack in this game. He didn't get one in week 2, right? I mean, he was very close.
Half sack.
He got one in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double-digit sack guy, but this is a Joe Flacco that's not going to be able to move too much, and we might see him possibly get replaced after this week with the back. I mean, the 10 days off. So I did think about that, but yeah, I lean Packers here. I can't bet with the Browns. Nothing tells me to do so. None of my stats. So, Sam, man, what do you think about this
one? I lean Browns here. I'm not sold. I'm not drinking the Packer Kool-Aid personally. I've been saying this pre-Micah trade and post-Micah trade, and just watching them, play these games. Granted, of course, they, one-handedly, some would say, and I'm not buying it, man. And I'm not buying it against this Cleveland Browns defense. The Browns are always going to suck. Browns always going to suck. One thing they're always going to have is a good damn defense. All right, we said they're going to come to Cleveland and we're going to run the ball. We just saw the King just have 23 yards. I think Lamar had less than that. Like, what? We're not coming to Cleveland and we're about to Josh Jacob it up. It's not happening like that. One thing that I wouldn't say fearful for is that obviously Jordan Love has no favorite receiver. You can put Denzel Ward on somebody, and then the rest of these 5 other guys that catch a ball could probably catch a pass. But I'm just not sold on that. I'm supposed to go into this Cleveland environment, the dog pound, and over here and beat these guys by a touchdown. I'm not sold on that. I've already told my Packers fans I've got the Browns plus the points personally. So I do actually like the Browns plus that. I think this defense will be able to stomp them out, not stomp them out, but just let's halt this down. Let's calm this 2-0 train. Let's calm this Super Bowl favorite down right here with an AFC North game. This is an AFC North team at the end of the day. They suck. I'm fearful that Flacco can't score no points, but I think the Browns can keep him in check enough to at least not lose by more than a touchdown. So I do like the Browns plus the points.
I'm not mad at that.
That's a sharp play, man. Let's make some noise.
I've seen it all week. I've been like, yo, no, come on, man. Give me the Browns.
It certainly will be the contrarian play of the week. I know Rome will be proud, but yeah, this is the Packers team that everybody loves. Just saw them on Thursday Night Football do their thing, look great. That defense looked real, and they come out. They can. This is a flat spot. You know what I mean? You could go to Cleveland, think you're gonna win big, and the Browns got you in the dogfight. So no, I agree. That's a sharp play there, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this next game. I just mentioned what's the line chat about this Titans coach. The Colts -4 at the Titans, total of 43.5. This line open 2 up to 4 now. Colts head coach Shane in 8-4 against the spread in division games. Kind of jumped out to me. I'm like, all right, okay, 4 games of all right. You're doing 8 out of 12. I like that. The Titans head coach, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. Brian Callahan, that's his name.
Yeah.
Yes, Brian Callahan is coach for the Tennessee Titans. He is 0-4 against the spread as a home dog. He is 2-4 against the spread after a loss. He is 1-5 against the spread in division games. He is 2-11 against the spread outside of his division in games. This guy sucks. I'm sorry, this guy sucks. What are you doing? Like, this guy can't cover worth a damn. And I was on the Titans in week 1. That was the one that they covered. You know what I mean? They do not cover games, and they barely should have covered that. The Broncos could have kicked a field goal, won by 11. Not to, possibly because it can get blocked, return. So I kind of understood the thought process there. But this is a team that cannot cover with this coach Brian Callahan. They got Cam Ward out there now. They're starting to get some players. Elick, I don't know what's his last name off the top of my head. The rookie wide receiver.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, they're stuck. Jeffrey Simmons, like, have talent. Tony Pollard, but this coach, so damn bad. Like, I've never seen like just this level of consistently bad in all areas against the spread. I'm sorry. Somebody is usually is fucking 4-3 against. The Panthers are bad, right? The Panthers are awful, right? I'm a Panthers fan, no problem. Dave Canales, he's 7-6 against the spread after a loss. You know, all right, whatever, 1-1. 4-3 against the spread as a home. One game above. Division games 3-3. This guy, Brian Callahan, can't cover worth a damn, and that's not something that I could rock with. So I certainly lean with the Colts here, minus the 4 points. Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones has been on a rip. He's been on a ripper. He's a surgeon out there. And Shane Steichen 8-4 against the spread in division. So I like that as well. And Tennessee head coach cannot cover worth a damn. So Mike Kerr, I want to know your thoughts.
See, we just talked about Kool-Aid. And I'll be damned if I drink some Daniel Jones Kool-Aid. Like, respectfully. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that you just said that would tell me to go play the Titans. So I just can't get jiggy with that. But like, I don't know if I'm ready to drink Daniel Jones Kool-Aid just yet. It just don't sound right, bro. But I mean, for what it's worth, though, I was impressed with what they just did to the Broncos defense. One of the better units in pro football. So, that goes for something. But division game on the road, I don't know yet. So I'll probably lean Titans, but nothing strong at all.
Yeah, as much as I just talked and had that fury of this is just a lane for me. I don't see me betting the Colts this week.
Yeah,
I will say though, Lou Anarumo is their new defensive coordinator. They have not allowed very many points in the second half so far this season. So I might look for to play the Titans team total under in that second half. So that's just something that I'll be looking forward to. But yeah, just a lean with the Colts. I don't think I'm going to be betting them. Sam, man, what are your thoughts?
This is all interesting. When you talked about your stats about this coach in general, it made me think. Last year, What's the Line podcast, me, Mike Curry, and Bink, we talked about these Titans. We like the Titans a lot. We like the Titans a lot, like week 1, 2, and 3, and they literally all lost on some last minute fourth quarter, like didn't cover on the last minute fourth quarter. Will Levis stupid interception of that nature. And when both of y'all were talking, it just made me think about last week, right? Like for some odd reason, obviously my Commanders weren't playing in the 1 o'clock slate. So I just picked one game that I wanted to watch that wasn't red zone. And I was watching the Titans and Rams game, and it was a good game until the end. So when you're talking about this coach not being able to cover, it's making me think he just can't close games because he's just in games.
Yeah.
And then just somehow blows it at the end. And I have no idea how he blows it. That said, I do agree with Mike. As an NFC East guy, I'm not drinking the Daniel Jones Kool-Aid. First road game for them, so this could be a different, situation. We got to go on the road. But the Titans, I mean, they do. So this is a rookie quarterback at the same token. I think it's fair to say for all of us, we're not betting this game. But I do actually, I'm gonna have eyes on this game just to see like what are they
Yeah.
gonna do? Are they gonna be there? Are they gonna? Is he gonna blow it yet again? This coach. So I can't. I can't back these stats of this Titans coach. This is just terrible. But I mean, is he just gonna continue to be terrible this entire time, or is he gonna get a home win, in division? Who knows? And I actually do like Shane Steichen a lot. I did want to say that as a Pat McAfee guy, they're Colts people. I hear a lot of Shane Steichen stuff, and I do like their team. They got my favorite tight end as well. But it's really Daniel Jones versus this Titans coach for me. I'm not touching it at all, but that's just my thoughts on the game.
Who knew we would get so in depth this week on Colts Titans? I felt
Yeah.
Colts Titans. Like who?
It's nasty.
If you had told me going into the season just started a couple weeks ago, like, oh, we're gonna get in depth, Colts Titans. Get in, dog. All right, that's the latest on the Colts and Titans. Some really good information there. I like how you talked about Sound Man and you watched them and you Bink and Mike Curry, was just like and seen them like really have their downfall in those late games. So that's a lot of great information here on What's the Line podcast. All right, still at it. I have to skip a couple games, guys, just for not only timing, but I need to deep dive some of these coaches' stats. Mike Vrabel, Jim Harbaugh, stuff that this weekend. Got a little time on my hands, so I'll get that to you guys and put it in Discord as well. But we got the Bengals at the Vikings. Vikings favored by a total of 41. It's a Vikings team coming off that Sunday night loss. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. AFC North road dog, 21-11 against the spread as a road dog. Zach Taylor is also 16-11-2 against the spread versus the NFC. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, not a scrub either, 9-4-2 against the spread versus the AFC. Just 7-10 against the spread, though, is a home favorite. Sound Man, what are your thoughts on this game?
Can't lie. As part of the you were gonna skip some games. I have nothing for this game. This is a backup quarterback bowl. I don't know what to believe here. I have no idea what to believe here. Blindly to my head, I think this is gonna be a weird Bengals win just because they always have started these seasons off terribly. They're also already 2-0. I think this is just gonna be a weird. We're 3-0, and we're gonna try to hope for Burrow and all this crap. I think it's gonna be one of those allure type deals. But I have nothing for a Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz game on Sunday at 1:00. So that's all I have.
Yo, before I forget my thoughts and go to you, Mike Curry, no, you make a great point. I think I'll be betting the Bengals here. I forget. I mean, I didn't forget about Carson, but if he is confirmed playing and they're laying 3 points, I have no problem at all backing back Taylor in the AFC North road dog here. You talked about them being 3-0, but how about this? How about the fact that they didn't count out Joe Burrow for the season? They said he's out 3 months. Said he can come back towards the end of December. I know that's like grim, but if you get the year, you're 3-0 already, right? And you already got to win in the division. That's a no. I can't remember who they played the last 2 weeks.
They played the Browns. They beat the Browns.
They play Cleveland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you already got a division win. You already got a division win. You could be 3-0 in the season, and you got hope that your great white hope is coming back in December. We're already 3-0. We need to just go 500 the rest of the season, right?
Yeah.
So I think guys can rally around that, and you got the fact Carson Wentz is going to start here, and if he's laying points, I don't care how good Kevin O'Connell is. Carson Wentz ain't it no more. So I'll be fine. I will feel fine to back the Bengals, especially with Zach Taylor as a head coach. 21-11 in the spot as a road dog. So that could potentially be best bet for me. Not right now, though. I need to confirm Carson Wentz is playing. But Mike Curry, what are your thoughts?
Nothing. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this game, bro. I'm not doing this game at all. I guess the guys on the Bengals, I'll probably lean or probably put something on them, but it's other more attractive games on the board. I'll say that.
Yes, sir. Let's get to such an attractive game. The Rams are at the Eagles. Eagles are favored by 3 here. NFC West road dog. They are barking. Total of 44.5. Mike Curry, I'm going to start with you first. What are your thoughts on this one?
heavy lean to the Rams. You guys remember last year NFC divisional round, the Rams, they had the Eagles. They had them up until the Kyron Williams fumble. I'm sure these guys feel like it should have been them representing the NFC. Obviously, we had to play the Commanders the following week, but they probably feel as though they should have been repping the NFC in the Super Bowl. I want to know who on the Eagles going to cover Devontae Adams. If you got somebody with the Puka assignment, who's one of those guys going to get off this game, whether it's Puka or Devontae Adams. I haven't been impressed with what I've seen from the Eagles offense, and particularly Jalen Hurts. But I have been impressed with Matthew Stafford so far this year. Guy was injured all training camp, so he's still warming up. So, but what I've seen from him, I like. But again, I want to know who's gonna be covering Devontae Adams, because I'll likely be on his props. Should be a day for him, but I do lean Rams. I just haven't been impressed with what I've seen from the Eagles so far. The Chiefs win was mainly from their offense, I'll say. Mainly from the Eagles' offense. Defense has been fine. Whatever. No, week one, Jalen Carter got ejected early, so I don't think we saw the best from their defense. But their offense, I have not been impressed with at all. AJ Brown looking like he ready to get out of there. But I'm leaning Rams to say all that, man, and leaning Devontae Adams props as well.
Yeah, and I got on the Rams here. I'm always going to back the NFC West road dog. It just is what it is. I was on the Seahawks last week. It was like that for the AFC North as well for a little while, but the Browns, the Browns, the Browns and the Steelers, I had to take a step back. But NFC West road dogs, I'm always fine with it. It's an Eagles team that has not been that impressive as far as throwing the ball. They've been running, throwing the ball out of the backfield, hitting. I just feel like this Rams team is going to come prepared. You guys beat us in the snow and in the cold. That was cool. But we feel like we should have been in that NFC Championship game and possibly representing in the Super Bowl. But Eagles are laying 3 here. They're a home fave under Nick Sirianni, 19, 12, and 2 against the spread in that spot. But some things are just like, I'm not going to go against my idea. I'm always going to take an NFC West road dog. So it's a like for me, and I will be betting the Rams this week. Salman, what do you think?
Pains me to say. That once this Sunday was over, I was like, oh, Eagles play the Rams next. Eagles probably gonna beat the Rams. I do like the Eagles, sadly, as it pains me to say. I think it's early going for the Eagles, and NFC East bias. Also, not drinking Kool-Aid yet again. I'm not believing in them, but they just seem to know how to win football games. I think this will be another instance where, okay, we know that y'all want revenge for, the championship game or the divisional round, shall I say. It's week 3. We had the same beef last week, you know what I'm saying, with a better alleged team, with more so of a dynasty in the Chiefs. We handled them. Now these Rams are supposed to come in here and they're supposed to get us out the way. No, I think they're going to take all of this on the chin and come out here and just win the game. I like the Eagles to win the game. You asked who's going to check Devontae Adams again. And yes, I was watching the Rams and the Titans. Devontae was getting spammed. He had 10 targets in the third quarter. It was insane. So I don't know who on the Eagles is going to check him. I will then ask. Actually, I'm not going to ask. I already know. And again, AJ Brown, we know what's going on with him. There's one man that's checking him this Sunday. His name is Emmanuel Forbes.
Hey, yo.
His name is Emmanuel Forbes. If you know anything about Emmanuel Forbes versus AJ Brown, I don't even need to explain it. If you don't know, just look it up of what he's done to these guys, this color in the past years when Emmanuel Forbes was on this guy. So let's start there. I think we talk about tape props. As much as it pains me, I was on AJ's under last week because I wasn't a believer, but Emmanuel Forbes on AJ Brown, I think that could be a good starting point for their offense. Let's get him involved. They tried to get him involved. They got him involved in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went away. I was very sad for your play, P, because we were right there. I saw the 5 immediately, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I don't think we're getting pissed off of the Eagles' offense this week. I think they'll have to throw it this week. I think the Rams' defense will be more prepared to stop the run. It looked like last year it was Both teams ran well. Also, look, Stafford carved them up as well. I think Stafford carves them up as well again. But I just think the Eagles are just a good team. As much as I hate to say it, and I think they're going to handle their business here at home, week 3. This is a home game for them at home. So this is is this the 1 o'clock game as well? So we got 10 o'clock body clocks as well. I
Yeah.
believe this is the 1 o'clock game. So I think things are in their favor to just go out there and piss me off yet again and just win. I do like the Eagles this week, -3.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at
I'm
anybody.
not mad.
Eagles, they win games.
They
All they
just
need to
win.
get it to is like 3rd and 3 and want to pick first down. So, I totally get it. But yeah, I'll be on the Rams. Maybe it's a half a unit. I gotta decide that. But we'll see how that plays out. But I'll certainly be on the Rams here. So good discussion there. Eagles minus the 3 points. Mike, did you go already?
Yeah, I lean
All right.
Rams.
Gotcha. All right, next game, and this is the one we got a player prop on. All right, the Jets are at the Bucks. Bucks are laying 6.5. Baker Mayfield, since joining the Tampa Bay Bucks, 8-3 against the spread versus the AFC. All right, and the Jets over the last 4 years, I know they got a new coach now, but over the last 4 years, the Jets are 4-15-1 against the spread versus the NFC. Not very good, not good at all. And the Jets also have given up 20 rushing touchdowns, 2 running backs since week 5 of last season. That's the last game for Robert Saleh, coach. So 20 rushing touchdowns since then. And we Bucky Irving to score a touchdown in this game. Something that I faded in week 1, a running back to score a touchdown. It was Jalen Warren. It was a receiving touchdown. But I think Jalen Warren's more of a receiving back, probably. I think that's more of an indicator on him. However, last week we saw James Cook get 2 touchdowns, both on the ground against this Jets team. And Bucky Irving has yet to score a rushing touchdown this season, the receiving one. And Bucky looks spry on Monday night, man. The boy is just moving. When he get that ball, it's like 5, 6 yards. Like so, I think Bucky Irving scores here, and looks like maybe it's going to be like you got to drop minus the 130, 135. But we're just waiting for it to come on shore, I guess, if you will. But yeah, Bucky Irving to score a touchdown is a good play. But the 6.5 on the spread, total of 44. You guys got anything for this one, Salman?
Not too much. I'm a fan of the Bucks. More so a fan of Baker. He just made me so proud the other night. But I mean, it's quick as I'll say. I'm not a Tyrod believer. I've never been. I always see the Tyrod stuffed in chats. If he was that good, he would have been a starting quarterback for some team at this point. Career backup. I don't think he's coming in here and doing too much for these Jets. I do like the Bucks with the points here. The defense did really good against a somewhat explosive offense, some would say, in the Texans. Went on the road and won a great game. So you're back at home. You got these Jets probably in hot Tampa. I like the Bucks here.
Yeah, I lean Bucks as well. They've shown the ability to stop the run so far. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but so far they've shown the ability to stop the run. Um, but besides that Nick Chubb run the other night, the Texans didn't really run the ball well at all. It was a lot of CJ Stroud scrambling and stuff like that. But that might just be more so a testament to the Texans in general. But yeah, I mean, you got a backup quarterback coming in, and their best pretty much offense is to run the football. I don't like that for them, especially a team that's been, good at stopping it so far. So I do lean Bucks.
Gotcha. Yeah, same here. I don't think I'll be betting the Bucks. Maybe on a teaser. I had a teaser in mind this past Sunday. I should have played with the Chiefs, and obviously I needed those points. They lost by 3. I could have got 7 or 8. So and it would have been the Falcons as well. But yeah, I think the Bucks. I think they play well. But coming off that high on Monday night, looks like Emeka and Bakwe might be a little banged up right now. I don't know if Chris Godwin's going to make his return in this game. He may, but I don't know how explosive he's going to look, his first game back. So, yeah, I lean with the Bucks, but they're not great in this spot as a home favorite. 5-6 against the spread in those spots. So, But Bucky Irving to score a touchdown, we will certainly be on. So that is the best bet here on What's the Line podcast, media market stream. All right, I don't have anything for Raiders Commanders specifically right now because I need to get Pete Carroll stats, and I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to play. So I know it's a home team for you, Soundman. Any thoughts?
Um, I do not have any thoughts. I don't think Jaden's going to play, and I just don't have any faith in Marcus Mariota. So I have nothing right now.
Strong.
Same for
Mike,
me.
what about you?
We don't gotta spend any more time. Same for me.
Yeah, and it's close to the actual date, and I know more if Jaden Daniels is going to play now. I can give some more, but right now, it's a lot of unknowns in that one.
Bro, he just
Falcons.
got a NBA 2K package today, man. He's on the game right now. He's not playing Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the latest here on What's the Line podcast. Um, yeah, Falcons Panthers. I need to get more, Raheem more. So let's go into my best bet. Got a best bet for y'all. Another underdog, back-to-back weeks. Last week we won with Seattle, but we're moving on to this week. This week, I'm putting my cowboy hat on and I'm heading down to Texas. And I'm taking, well, I guess I actually head down to Jacksonville, but I'm taking the Houston Texans plus the 2 points right now. As long as they're an underdog, I will be betting the Texans. This is a Jaguar team that's laying 2 points, and my eyes like blew up. Like, why? Wrong team favorite is wrong to say WTF. This is a Texans team that is 12-8 against the spread as an underdog, right? That's pretty good in itself. Could be better, right? But could be a lot worse, right? So 4 games above 5 there. But when they're underdogs, this Texans team against teams that have a 500 winning percentage or greater, that's the Jaguars 1-1. The Texans are 7-2 against the spread as an underdog in those spots, and they've lost the last 2. This is a great spot for the Texans, CJ Stroud. You don't want to go down 0-3. You're locked the hell in right now. Division game. Come out here. You handle business against the Jaguars team that may have looked all right week 1, but I mean, that was against Carolina. And we know what Carolina is. They didn't, they didn't cover against Jake Browning and the boys last week. This is since Trevor Lawrence has been drafted. This is a team that 4-8 against the spread is a home favorite. The Jacksonville Jaguars are the 17-23-1 against the spread after a loss. Texans need to win this game like hell, and I think they're gonna do it. So best bet for me, Houston Texans plus the 2 points, 7-2 against the spread as an underdog. Teams with a 500% or greater winning percentage. Salman, what are your thoughts?
You just made me want to run through a fucking wall with that soliloquy there. Yeah, I mean, shit. They're. I hate this for a week 3 team, but backs are against the wall. I mean, to me, they look piss poor to me on what was it, Monday night? I guess that was 2 nights ago. They did not look good at all. I didn't get to watch them week 1, but I have seen the Jag stuff because they have a lot of playmakers there, and they still look like the Jags to me. And I think, this Texans team is probably more hungry to go to Duval to get a win here. I'm just gonna ride with you, man. I think the Texans would be a good little play. They're dogs, I love a dog. If we're talking props here as well, I can't wait. I'm salivating and seeing Nico Collins on fucking Travis Hunter. Like Travis ain't ready yet on the defensive side, so those would be some good props there as well. But yeah, man, I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll ride with you on the Texans being just a win. You wanted a +2 or to win this bitch outright? What you got, man? I'm sorry if I missed that.
A wise man once told me you got the points.
I'll take the points. Take the points. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, I'll ride with you there, man. I'll lean with the Texans +2 as well, man.
Yeah, maybe we can get a little money line underdog parlay. I mean, I'm taking the points here. Always with the points against the spread. That's the theory. Mike Curry, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm leaning Texans too. Just because we talked about, in the Monday morning pod last week, we were like, we like D'Amico Ryans as a dog as opposed to Fave. And, last week they laid 2.5, and, we saw the collapse there at the end. But, Yeah, man, this is a must-win game considering the Colts are 2-0, potentially looking to go 3-0, and Jags 1-1. The Texans are playing catch-up, man. This is a team that's been really good the last couple of years. They got to do something. So, yeah, this is the spot. This is the spot. So I'm leaning Texans.
All right, there it is. Best bet for me on the Texans and a like and a lean as well. So we'll see how that plays out over the next few days. And as long as the Jaguars are the favorite, I'm on those Texans. All right, Saints Seahawks. I got nothing. Mike, you got anything for that one?
Nah, I don't. I don't. I lean Seattle at home though.
Gotcha. Sound man. What about?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure that Seattle survivor picks this week though, but be careful out there. Be careful. That's my only thought on the game.
They saying Spencer Rattler been dealing, so you never know, man.
Yeah, the 7 just feels like that number that people want to teach down to 1 and be like, oh shit, they lost. Or, survivor pick. So be careful out there. All right. Next game, got the Cowboys -1 at the Bears, total of 50.5. Bears could fall to 0-3 on the season. Cowboys 47-53-1 against the spread since in non-division games since drafting Dak Prescott. However, they are 23-14-1 against the spread as a roll fave during that same span. Bears, not too much to brag about here, but Caleb Williams 2-1-1 against the spread as a home dog. They need a win like hell. Ben Johnson still needs to get off the slab. But Soundman, what do you think about this game?
I don't have too much for this. I'm thinking it's gonna be anything my eyes have already looked at is the over the 50.5 here. Teams have been scoring points. Not the team, shall I say, because the Bears haven't, but Cowboys defense is obviously susceptible to whatever. We just saw Russ do like 50 plus. And we've seen Caleb. He has the abilities to do these things. I've been very pro. He needs to do it for 4 quarters. So I think this is a good game for him to possibly just have 4 consistent quarters of like play. So I think if he keeps scoring, the Cowboys got to keep scoring. Personally, I don't like the -1 on the road. I have nothing for that. But I do like the 50.5 personally. My eye is on the over. I'm not playing it today. I just need to see what will happen closer to Sunday, but that's what I lean towards.
Yes, with see Ben Johnson and Caleb Cook, I feel this is a good game to kind of get right. Definitely, I agree there. Mike Curry, what do you think?
I'm leaning Bears. I've actually been high on the Bears, higher than most on the Bears this year. And obviously they've let me down. But I will say, nobody wants to take them. Nobody's going to want to take the Bears. Cowboys, super public team. I think everybody's going to likely be on the Cowboys. And, I guess in theory, I get it because the Bears have been so bad, but nobody wants to take them. And for that reason, it makes me want to take them to avoid going 0-3. Ben Johnson finally get his first win. Only thing I want to see, though, is what you guys mentioned, is consistency. We've seen the Bears look really good, on those, first 2 drives per se, because that stuff is scripted, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see, can they do it for a full game? Cowboys defense should be the defense to get right on. So I lean Bears, man. I got a heavy lean to the Bears. Maybe very close to a like, man, because I don't think anybody's going to want to take them, and they will be at home. So heavy lean to the Bears.
Yeah, I lean Bears as well. Pick them at home. You need a win against the Cowboys defense. It's really bad, but I look for player props for sure in that game. Try to take advantage of this bad Cowboys defense. So I'll get back around on Friday or Saturday. So all right. Next game, we got 2 more games left. Cardinals are road dogs, so that means that I'll be on them. NFC West road dog at the 49ers. 49ers laying 3, total 44.5. The Cardinals are 26-13-2 against the spread as a road dog since drafting Kyler Murray. This is a Kyle Shanahan-led San Francisco team. They are 26-24-1 against the spread in division. Yeah, I'll be on the Cardinals. They're in a really good spot. Always when they're road dogs. Division games, not so much. That division's pretty has been tough for a while now. But I think if I do the half a unit on the Rams, I think I know I'll do a half a unit here as well, Cardinals. So I'll be on the Cardinals just because of that. And the 49ers, I feel like they got away the last 2 weeks. Really, I didn't think they were going to cover versus the Saints. I thought that was the 0-1, 1-0. I thought the Saints were going to cover that game, and I sent the picture. Somebody was riding in front of me the other day, Saints, and I was in my great grandmother's crib, and she used to always sing "The Saints are marching in." The Saints are going to win, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I think Cardinals. I'll be here with them. I don't think the 49ers will play particularly that well. It's a Mac Jones led team now. Brock Purdy may play, but he's going to be hurt. Cardinals plus the points for me. Salman, what do you think?
One of those games that jumped out to me as well. I actually am on the same side as you. I've been on the mindset that um, the Niners have gotten away these first 2 weeks, and also the Cardinals to me look like how I said the Titans did. Right, you're up all game, and you kind of let it slip away, but they pulled their win out somehow, some way. I think they correct that this week. I think they kind of figure that we know we're 2-0. We've somehow won these games. We were up and we've let your Panthers come back and it just look. You guys are doing stuff that you shouldn't do. I think they'll finish their food on time this week against a division foe. I wish I knew what Kyler's stats were against these Niners. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been good. But I think this is a game that he goes out and wins outright personally. So I am of the mindset as well. I like the Cardinals over the Niners this Sunday.
Yeah, I don't
All
really
right,
have
Mike
anything.
Curry.
I don't really have anything for this game. I'm just gonna watch, man, because both teams are 2-0 right now, and so that makes for an interesting game. In addition to it being a division game, so I'm gonna just peep and see what's going on, man. But super, it'll be very intriguing if the Cardinals do go 3-0. That'd be nice. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Can the Cardinals go through now and start the year off like, hey, this is a new, we really, now I don't think it'll last, but can they start off and got their chest out like, hey, we're a division, we're 3-0, you got to come see us. And, come November, we may have a different discussion. But all right, that's what we got for the Cardinals 49ers. Last game on the books here. Chiefs -6 at the Giants. Sunday Night Football, total of 45. This is a Giants team since Brian Daboll has been the head coach. They are 9-5-1 against the spread versus the AFC. Chiefs just 500 as road faves since 2018. That's Patrick Mahomes' first year starting. I lean with the Giants here. I don't think I'll be backing the Chiefs minus the 6 points. They just need to win. They need to figure it out. So maybe you tease them down, but I'm certainly not going to bet the Chiefs here. So, Mike Curry, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a little funny, man. I do think the Chiefs will win, but as far as the margin, I don't know. Um, they just haven't really shown the ability to run the football. But I guess the caveat to that would be the Giants are bad. Run defense has been bad this year. So if the Chiefs are be able to run the football, yeah, I think they can cover. But I haven't really seen it. Um, with Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. We talked about it Monday morning pod, man. They got to get a real running back, bro. What is this? Like for real. They got to get something going. Been seeing a lot of Patrick Mahomes running the football well, so I'll probably look towards maybe his rushing yards. I think that'll be a good prop. You look at that D line of the Giants, pretty formidable unit. So maybe they'll be getting after him and scrambles and gets out of there. So I'm gonna go look at that. Probably gonna look for those numbers. But yeah, I lean Giants though. As far as the actual game itself, though.
Yeah, when Mahomes needs to win, he runs more. We see it always in the playoffs. And last week we saw him run a little bit. Didn't want to go to 0-2. Certainly don't want to do that with 0-3. But yeah, Sound Man, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I might as well make it 3 for 3 with the lean for the Giants here. I mean, it's funny. I asked you when we started, what year is this for the podcast? Year 7. I mean, you got 23, 23-1 against the spread since 2018, which is 7 years ago. And we've literally been on this podcast every year and have said these guys don't cover, right? They've had to cover 23 of these, or just Rose phase. But just in general, these Chiefs don't cover 6 points. They have not looked the best, albeit against the Giants. But it's like 6 points. You're supposed to go out here and cover this. We haven't seen you cover since we have been talking on these microphones. Honestly, like, why am I supposed to believe in that this Sunday? So I have nothing for it. I have nothing for the Giants either. But I mean, we've got the Chiefs here 0-2. A more desperate 0-2. Excuse me, Giants won. So I mean, they're desperate here. They need this win. Get the win by all means, but damn it, you're probably not going to cover, man. This is a nasty Sunday night football game as well. Like, why are we getting the Giants? Why are we getting MetLife here? I have nothing for it. Props for sure. But yeah, if we'll lean Giants here, man, just because.
Yeah, I agree. I'm about to get out of here. That is What's the Line podcast this week. I'm going to come back after I watch the challenge and do another little quick stream. But before we get out of here, let's throw it back, guys. Let me give me your teaser picks. I'm going to start off with me. I'm going to go. I'm betting that straight. I can't do that. All right. I'll go Bucks, just to win, minus the half a point, 6-point teaser. And I'm betting the Texans straight. All right, you know what? You give me the Texans plus 8. I'll have that on there as well. That'll be my teasing pick. Texans plus 8, Bucks minus the half a point. Sound man, you got anything?
Yeah, I was gonna do one of those, but we'll do Chiefs as a pick 'em and get them down to just a pick 'em. And give me my Browns plus 13.
I like that. I'm gonna go Rams plus 9 and Bears plus 7.
I thought about the Bears, and I was like Rams. And I was like, that's what I'm betting straight. So there it is. TV picks. We're back, motherfuckers. We're back. What's the Line podcast? Episode. I don't know what episode it is right now. We're in week 3, 2, 4. Episode 5, season 7. Appreciate you all for listening. Appreciate you all for tuning in. And I will be back after I watch the challenge. It'll be like an hour or so, and we'll talk about that and the latest in news, sports, and media. My guys, appreciate y'all for pulling up, and same time next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know. But yeah, I'll be here. See you guys soon.